Charleston Southern head coach Gabe Giardina, the team coming off a loss against nationally ranked FCS foe Western Carolina. This week they're back in action. They're going to host Kennesaw State, who's in the process of transitioning up to FBS. That's at home. So, Coach, just thoughts on your team, and then we'll go into some questions.
I think our team is, battling right now. I think we're, in a moment, a great James 1 moment. We are considering it pure joy to be encountering some trials, which is a great thing. It's a test of our character, and I've played a really tough schedule. It played one of the top, I think, second or third ranked defense 2 weeks ago in the country in William and Mary, and then obviously I think Western, really good offensive team. Did some great things, and we didn't handle it well. So we got a long way to go, but our guys are resilient. They're battling, and got a chance to go out there and obviously play a team that's getting ready to go into the Conference USA. We're going to be battle tested by the time we get to conference play.
Thanks, Coach. Well, let's start with your opponent then. They played Tennessee Tech last week. They're going to play TSU. They're playing, it seems like all Big South OVC teams. But with that transition, and I know you've played them, your team has played them before. So what do you know of them? What do you see on them for this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good little history, I guess, in the Big South with Kennesaw. Got a lot of respect for Coach Bohannon, and just being in Georgia the last few years and being around him more. Just a great person, runs a really good program, tough, hard-nosed team that has really done some amazing things, made some deep runs in the playoffs. We know we're going to have our hands full. There's a good bit of their staff that knows a good bit of our staff. So it's, we'll look across the field and, be like you're, battling against your brother or something. Excited for the chance to play a home game and to try to get this taste out of our mouth.
When you put it all together, that's what you want to do. You are the only team so far to have an interception return, kickoff return, and fumble return for a touchdown. So talk about those things and how you can build on, and that for the rest of the schedule.
I think we've played well in areas of each game, right? So, there's been times, where we played well on special teams. There's been times we played great on defense. And then actually I thought against Western, we took a big step offensively. And so played much better. So we're just, now we got to get everybody, all three phases, to play well at the same time. And we're a young team. We started freshman quarterback last week, and freshman at wideout, freshman at right tackle, sophomore at left tackle. We're as inexperienced a group as it gets. That's shown up a few times. But I think our guys are, continuing to show up every day with the right mindset. And it's going to take a little time. We know that. We know that Rome wasn't built in a day, and certainly neither was a good football team.
In your rushing game, Ruff he scored 2 touchdowns. He also caught 3 passes too. So when you're talking about the game, the running game getting better, what did he bring to the table last week?
Well, I just think we kind of I think put ourselves in a little bit simpler positions. We kind of reduced some things back, and TJ's a very good player, and certainly was highly productive Saturday. And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he can make you miss. He did a really good job a couple of different times, making people miss in space. And I thought our O-line just played better in general. I think it's anytime a back has a good day, it's a reflection of those 5 guys up front. So.
I'll probably end up asking you this after next week too. So after this week is your bye weeks, open date. So it's like right in the middle of the schedule. So is there something that seems favorable probably to whatever happens this weekend and to build for those association games?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're obviously really just focused on Kennesaw, but I looked at it at the beginning of the season, thought, okay, yeah, this will be good. We got 5 games. Take a breath, and then let's focus in on these the association games, and again, we're trying to find that right mix, and that's an evolving thing, and anybody that's watched our tape can probably see that.
Well, so the playoff, that obviously you want to win every game, but this week, how important would it be to play your best, win, and have that good feeling, good taste in your mouth going into the open day?
Well, I think it's extremely important, for especially because we didn't, feel like we, laid an egg basically last week, and so I think it's going to be big, and again, I know I keep harping on our youth, but it's not just youth; it's inexperience. We got even the doggone safeties who are, one of them is a junior; it's his first time playing, so absolutely, it's going to be big for us to play well and to get one in the right column here so that we can go into the off week going, okay, hey, this is what we're building towards going forward. So, but it's part of the process. We're not afraid of the process. We're excited about it, and it's not. I keep telling the guys it's not about the grind, like being the grind. It's about the joy that you experience with each other as you overcome things, and that really is like life. I don't want to just work hard at my marriage because I want to work hard. I want to work hard at my marriage because I want to experience some joy out of it, be a great husband. So that's our thing, and that's what we're going to stick to, and we'll reap the fruit. We're just throwing down a lot of seed and a lot of water, and that shovels putting some calluses on these hands. I can tell you that.
And I asked this not to say this position group is playing bad or whatever, but is there a position group or an area that you think your team has even scratched the surface at? They may be playing great, fine, but they have the most room for improvement over the next 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of our our perimeter skill players, we haven't. We got to make some leaps at receiver. We got to make some leaps in the secondary, and so the potential is there. But again, we're breaking 5 new ones in at wideout, and starting freshman corner, and it's you look at the depth chart and you go, all right, a lot of F's for freshmen and a lot of F for sophomores on there, and that's okay. It's a room for growth, highly moldable, but absolutely we got to experience some success to drive in some of this things we're coaching these guys on.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time this morning. Best of luck against the Owls, and then we'll talk to you again next week.
Appreciate you. Thanks, Kyle.